guys. I thought this time I'd show you how it all is before I put everything back together again. So if you have a look in the back here, I fit this battery tray and I'll put a 100 amp lithium battery in there, a DC-DC charger, there's an ARB compressor. It's also got this pressure reducing valve. It's connected to Link's system. It allows me to be able to predetermine a set pressure for my tyre pressure obviously, and plug the hose in and it'll either inflate or deflate to the desired pressure. It's fantastic. But what I have done, I've mounted air hose attachment. That's not really needed because of the way it's connected to Links, so I've actually wired it up so it's just a bypass. If I didn't want to use Links, I can actually just switch it on and off. And I've just put this little box. This was riveted like that, nice and neat, but because I've actually designed a set of drawer system that goes in the back here, that fails. So I've just got it loose at the moment. I may need to re-rig it so it's mounted neat on top. I'm not sure. I'll have to come back to that one. And on the back, I basically made this just a quick Anderson connection, and this actually just links like that, and that there clicks onto there. So if I need to take the side panel off, it's just a couple of quick clip under the Anderson plug, a couple of crimp fittings, just pull off the switch and the panel can come out. I don't have to try and get in there if any spanners trying to undo any terminals or anything like that. So the way that this bracket is designed, it's from a mob called Auto Spark, Osborne Park in Western Australia. I actually bought it off one of the guys off the Range Rover Owners Australia Facebook page, that he bought it for a L405 and didn't actually use it because there's a big subwoofer there in an L405 in his car. So yeah, so down here you'll actually see there's 3 MIDI fuses. Now I've still got to pull this up neat in these wires, so I just dummied it up. And basically the way it works is this one here goes to the battery off the DC-DC charger. The second one runs around and goes to a solar input, which will be next to my tow bar. So whether I'm going to use one from the caravan or a fold out or a windscreen or whatever I'm going to use. And the third one is just a power supply that actually links across underneath and goes in the other side. I'll get to that side when I pull that off, and I'll show you how it's all wired up. So yeah, that's this side of the car done, ready to put the panel on. Just got to put the earth on first, and one side done. Guys, now I've shown you that side, I'll show you this side. Starting from scratch, obviously the battery on the Range Rover is underneath the spare wheel, and this is your main power block. And on this car there was already a spare slot for a maxi fuse. That's a maxi fuse to give you an idea. So all I need to do is put the fuse in there, run the power wire, actually runs down and up to this post, which is like my positive post in the back here, so easy to use. The wire that runs around from the DC charger that comes around the front comes up here, connects onto here. There's also another power wire that comes into this little MIDI fuse holder and runs to a 40 amp relay for the DC charging that goes to the caravan, and the other one's for the ARB compressor that you've seen on the other side. Now what the ARB link system allows me to do is run all my switching for accessories like my driving lights, etc., to be mounted in the back and just have a simple control panel in the front rather than having to try to find areas to put switches. When I get to that there, I'll show you what the link system does. But yeah, that's basically how the back's powered up. I was going to run the auxiliary battery here, but when I measured it all up, I was pretty limited to what size battery I could fit in there. So I just figured it was just going to be easier putting it all on the other side. So, alright, yeah, this is just a little jump wire, spare fuse here to give the links an ignition feed. But pretty easy, pretty good.